I'm like, how the heck do you do it? Okay. Why is it not doing it? Okay, we're going to figure that out later. Oh, why is my eye itching? Oh, let me let everybody know we live. And I need y'all to come in here because we need to talk about what is going on. Because this is getting kind of crazy. Even though I can't figure out how to. And I haven't watched the whole video yet. Wait, is she live right now? No. I can't spell. Okay. All right. I know it'd be taking forever for YouTube to send out. While they doing that, let me try to do this. Let me try to figure out how to. Oh, that was easy. I don't know why I be making stuff so difficult. All right. So it's saying 4 people is in here, but I don't see anybody in the chat. But we're going to go ahead and get started, and y'all can catch up when y'all catch up. So I don't know if all of this stuff kind of started yesterday or the day before yesterday. I'm not really sure. And I have not watched all of the videos. Hey, Melissa. I haven't watched all of the videos. But there is something major going on between Cheryl Gabrowski and Eat with Q. I mean, it is crazy. I thought all of this stuff had came to a head and was over last year. But honey, it's been rolled over into 2024 and they really going at it now. Let me tell y'all this too. I don't have the ability to sit and watch a 2-hour live. I can't do it. I don't. It's got to be super ass interesting for me to sit up and watch a 2-hour live. I don't know. So Cheryl has been pumping out videos, and let me say this too. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm not taking sides. I don't know how it got started. When stuff like this happen, I don't take sides. I'm neutral. I don't have a dog in this fight. Okay? I'm just an outsider watching. But Cheryl, it looks like Cheryl has had a witness to come and corroborate. I just made that word up. Corroborate. Cheryl has had somebody come and speak on her behalf and tell her side of the story, and Eat with Q is defending her. I mean, it is a mess. It is a mess, y'all. Like, they going back and forth. And I guess somebody in Cheryl's family, Cheryl's cousin, jumped in it. And he causing drama. It is so crazy. And so Eat with Q made a video. I couldn't even watch all that video this morning. I'm going to try to watch it. I'm going to try to finish Eat with Q's video. But her video was just all over the place. And when I'm watching a clapback video, I need you to stay on point. Stay on topic. I can't watch nobody's video and they going all around Jerusalem. They talking about Methuselah. They talking about Mary. They talking about Joseph. They talking about the woman at the well. I can't keep up with all. If it's too many players in the story, I can't keep up with it. Hey, Bathsheba, if it's too many components in the story, I can't keep up with it. Now, if it's just two people funking, if it's just Eat with Q and Cheryl, I'm cool with that. But when you start adding a whole bunch of people to the story, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm lost now. Especially when I haven't watched all of the video. Girl, I don't know what's going on either. From what I can gather, Cheryl feels that Eat with Q is not the person that she portrays herself to be on social media. Because, Eat with Q sometimes comes off as being this Christian and God has favored me and God this and God that. And then she will kind of go off on another tangent. I don't believe that anybody is who they portray on social media. I think everybody has a social media presence and then their normal self. Because you guys don't know who I am. Because I have a social media presence, I show you guys a certain thing, but who I am in real life is different. Like, you will never know who I am in real life because you don't know me. And I think that's the part of social media that a lot of people don't understand. You will never know these content creators. You won't know these people unless you know them behind the scenes. You know what they want to show you. Like, we cut and edit and put together the parts of our life that we want you to see. If I don't want you to see the behind the scenes to my life, you won't see that. It's so much shit in my life that you guys have never seen and you won't ever see it. Like, I will never take you around my house and show you a tour of my house, but from me walking around the house, going from the inside to the outside, you see little snippets, but you will never see the big picture. And that's because I choose not to show you that. And I don't understand why people don't understand that that's how social media works. We will never know who Eat with Q or anybody else is. We won't know that because that's how social media is. A trucker's wife said, "Hello, Miss Brown. It's the girl that knows Q that's speaking up. She knows Q. I think RL is real life." Yeah, okay, so I didn't even add that component to it yet. So there is a young lady that supposedly knows, well, it's not supposedly. She knows Eat with Q in real life, and she is on Cheryl's platform talking about her experience with Eat with Q. I guess that happened a couple of years ago, that they were associates, and she has some real life experience with Eat with Q. Now let me say this. I did not watch all of Eat with Q's response video because I'm the type of person, when I watch a response video, I need the person to get to the point. If you all over the place in your response video, it's hard for me to watch because I have the type of spirit that I need you to get to the point. And if you don't hurry up and get to the point, I'm not going to be able to watch it. And then I think if I skip through stuff, I'm going to miss something. So I don't really like to skip through things. And to be honest with you, I don't like to take in a whole lot of negativity like early in the morning before I didn't have my breakfast. I'm in California, so it's still fairly early for me. It's just 12:07, so it's just now lunchtime. So when I got up this morning, first thing in the morning, I saw that Cheryl was live, and Cheryl was talking about a video that Eat with Q did. So then I had to go back and find Eat with Q's video to, try so I could piece it together. So when I went to Eat with Q's video and her video was just all over the place, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to put a bookmark in that and go back to it after I didn't have my breakfast, because I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I don't have no drama in my life. My I live the most little boring, happy, quiet life. Is me, my husband, and our little dog. Ain't no drama over here. So I can only take drama in small doses. I can't take drama in big doses because it irritates me. It really does. It's not. Some people love drama. They get off on it. Oh, girl, yes, queen. That ain't me. I get irritated because, for one, I want you to get to the point so we can get this shit over with. A whole bunch of back and forth. She making 50 videos, the other person making 49 videos. Mm-mm. I can't do it. So I need somebody that's just gonna give me the cliff notes. Give me the cliff notes to what happened so I don't have to watch Eat with Q's 2-hour video. I just can't do it. I think that's why I'm not good at. I'm not gonna clap back. I'm not gonna clap back. If you get mad at me, you just mad at me. Because I'm not going to clap back. Because that's not fun for me. Going back and forth and arguing and getting upset. And because I was looking at Cheryl's video and she said that her cousin got in it and he called CPS on her or somebody. And Cheryl was like, I'm not going to call the police on him. He didn't threaten to come to the shop and beat her up. And I was like, oh my God. I done got too old for all that. I can't do it, Jesus. I just can't do it. I can't do it at what y'all be saying? At her big grown age. I can't do it. But hey, if Cheryl has the ability to, go for it, then go for it, girl. I'll be here watching as much of it as I can until it get on my nerves and then I move on. But she was said it's been going on for months. Started up again a few days ago. It's too much. Yeah, it was going on last year. Because I remember when they had got into it last year. But I thought that Cheryl had said, okay, well, I'm going to leave that girl alone. And, I thought it was dropped. I didn't know it was still going on. And then I get up. Was it yesterday or did it start Saturday? I don't know. But one day, and it's done started up again. And I guess it's worse now because the girl that Cheryl has said had all the receipts, that young lady has come out and is finally speaking. Because a lot of people, okay, so when this stuff first started, and Cheryl has said that it was a girl with the receipts, and the girl didn't come out with the receipts last year, I was kind of side-eyeing Cheryl too. I was like, okay, well, what's going on? If the person ain't saying nothing, why would we take Cheryl's word for it? So now the girl didn't come out. The young lady that knows Q has come out and is speaking. Cheryl dropped it, but people were saying Cheryl was a liar, so Cheryl got tired. Yeah, I mean, because I was looking at Cheryl funny too, because there was basically no proof. So now there is proof because the young lady has come out and is saying that, she does know Q and all of this. I'm not going to repeat some of the stuff that the young lady has said has happened. But I'm like, to what end? When stuff like this happens, when people have these type of back and forth situations, you wonder to what end. Now that all of the young lady has come out and said what she said about Q, I'm pretty sure Q is not going to stop making videos. You know what I mean? She's not going to leave YouTube because that is her main source of income. So, how does this stop? What is the end result? That's what I always wonder. Like when people are on social media going back and forth with each other, what is the end result? Because I don't feel like anybody wins on social media. Because it's just people going back and forth with each other, and your subscribers take your side, the other person's subscribers take their side, and it's just two camps that are upset with each other. Like, what is the end result? Too many hours out of my life to watch all of this drama. I totally agree with you, Mrs. Brown. Yeah, I can't watch all of it. Now I can watch some of it, but I feel like only watching some of it, I'm gonna be behind. If don't nobody give me the cliff notes, I'm gonna be behind because I'm not watching all of it. I'm just not. I'm for one, I'm just not gonna take all of that into my spirit. Like 2024, I'm just on some different stuff. Like I'm really on a more peaceful journey this year. I'm gonna be 60 in August. I want to be at peace. And so I have decided to only allow a certain amount of drama into my life. And if it ain't my drama, why would I take on somebody else's? Like, why would you even want to fill your spirit with hours of unnecessary drama that at the end of the day does not serve you any greater good? It don't serve you no purpose. Like, you're not getting anything from it. She said that her cousin is mentally ill. If you know somebody is mentally ill, why would you even argue with them? You can't argue with a mentally ill person. You cannot rationalize with a mentally ill person. Sometimes you just have to, all right, you won. Instead of stressing yourself out, you just, tell the other person, you got it. Cause that's what I do. When Connection got on here and talked about my teeth, called me all kind of gap tooth bitches and everything, I was like, girl, you right. You won. Because I'm not gonna get on here and argue with you. Now I may take some shots at you in my videos and stuff, but I'm not gonna clap back. I'm not gonna be arguing with you, girl. I'm not gonna let you bring me down to your level. No, girl. I'll be every gap tooth bitch you want me to be, because I don't care. I don't care. It's too many people that love my gap teeth. You just happen to be one of the people that don't. And I don't care. I'm not going to clap back. I'm not going to waste my energy. I'm not going to mess up my day. I'm not going to run my blood pressure up. Because some of y'all, I be reading these comments. Some of y'all be taking this shit way too serious. Like, y'all be in these comments mad for real. Is it worth it? For somebody that you will probably never meet, you will never break bread with Cheryl Gabrowski or eat with Q. You will probably never meet either of these people in person. But you on here. Eat with Q, blah, blah, blah. And that's my friend. I've been watching her for 10 years. And that's my friend. And I'm going to take her for my friend. Y'all be doing too much. Y'all be doing. Let me tell y'all this. So y'all know that off the subject for a minute. Y'all know that Gypsy Rose Blanchard was released from prison last week or week before last. Week before last now, I think. And she has been the talk on social media. You know, everybody has been talking about her and her situation and stuff. Oh, somebody got mad at me in the comments because somebody was saying, well, you know, Gypsy Rose should have did as much time as her ex-boyfriend because Gypsy, she got 10 years and she did 8 of the 10, I think. Her boyfriend got life in prison. And people, you know, a lot of people were saying why she didn't get more time because she was the one that orchestrated the whole thing. Her boyfriend just carried it out. But the plan was hers. She was the one that planned this whole situation of unaliving her mother. You got to be careful the words that you use on YouTube or these videos just get demonetized. She was the one that made the plan to unalive her mother. But she got, of course, they have different attorneys. He had his own attorney. She had her attorney. Her attorney was able to garner the sympathy of the jurors. That because her mother had manipulated her and made her, you know, out to be this sick child and, you know, did all of these things to her, her attorney was able to garner the sympathy of the jurors. His attorney wasn't able to do that. And Gypsy was able to get off. So Gypsy is out of jail, out of prison now. She married somebody while she was in prison. And this is about to be a very interesting story because now I think Lifetime has picked her story up and they are doing another documentary. There's already one, and this is an unauthorized documentary on Netflix. This was the one that apparently the family didn't sign off on or whatever. That one's on Netflix. So this one is supposed to be Gypsy's story of what it was like for her to be in prison and all of that kind of stuff. And that's going to be on Lifetime. But people get so caught up in stuff and really enraged in the comments about stuff that don't even, this shit don't affect you. What's going on with Cheryl and Eat With Q don't affect you. What's going on with Gypsy Rose don't affect you. So there's no reason for you to get hyped up and crazy in these comments. Cussing at Cheryl and acting crazy. Y'all crazy. Cheryl Cousin ain't the only one with mental illness. Some of y'all in these comments are mentally ill too. Y'all undiagnosed mentally ill. Some of y'all got a problem. But Sheba said, there's no good ending for this. That sector jumps on this like a feeding frenzy. There is no good end. How can mess end good? There's no good ending. There won't be a winner. What we're expecting one of them, either Cheryl or Eat With Q, to come out on top. There's not gonna be a winner. Ain't nobody gonna win. This is just gonna be two people going at it, going at each other, running up each other's blood pressure. Because one video I saw with Eat With Q Child, she came on here. She must have couldn't wait to do her video because she had the concealer. She had that old white concealer up under her. Like she couldn't wait to come on here and tell y'all. She didn't even blend that concealer out. All white up under here. She looked like a reverse raccoon. I'm like, girl, you rushed on here to make a video so fast you couldn't even blend your concealer? She looked a mess. But that's because she wanted to get on here and clap back so fast. Hard to have a one-legged argument. They take a 1 hour video too much to heart. It's ridiculous. Girl, I couldn't do it. I don't have the patience to sit up here and argue with somebody for a whole hour. I don't. I don't. Even when I was a little on the messy side and would get with somebody, I would get with them on a totally. You ain't never seen no videos of me coming on here clapping back at somebody for a whole hour. I just don't have it. I would just pull out my black candle and light that candle and say a couple of words and move on. I would let the spirits take care of it. And where I'm at now, I'm gonna let the Lord take care of you, honey. I can't do it. I'm gonna say, if I have something to say, I'm gonna say what I have to say and let the Lord do the rest. Cause we used to sing this song when I was a little kid. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battles, I know that my victory shall be mine. But if I'm out here duking, God is gonna be like, okay, well you got it. You got it. You don't need my help. If I'm out here swinging and sweating and duking it out, God gonna be like, all right, then you got it, girl. You gonna deal with that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be out here swinging and sweating and trying to make. When I looked, Cheryl, I don't know how many videos Cheryl did, child. Honey, Cheryl is doing cranking them lives out. She doing them. I just don't know if I could do all that. Gypsy was the one that did it. Gypsy did that. Gypsy planned the whole thing. Gypsy even was the one that got the weapon. And I didn't know that the young man had autism. He was on the spectrum. He had a lot of mental illnesses. He had like some type of personality disorder. He had like more than one personality living with, in him that he acknowledged. There was like an evil side to him, and then his regular persona. So he had a lot going on. And Gypsy Rose got him to do what she couldn't do. Because why you didn't do it? Why you didn't do it? And I'm pretty sure Gypsy is going to manipulate this new husband that she has. That you can't tell me that it ain't nothing wrong with Gypsy. It's something wrong with her too. Because anyone that would devise a plan to unalive their own mother has some issues. Because just like she could devise a plan to unalive her, she could have devised that same plan to go to the police and tell them what was going on. You had the ability to walk out of that house and tell the police what was going on there. But you decided, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to take her out. I'm going to just get rid of her. She knew what she was doing. But a lot of people, because of what her mother did to her, her mother put her through all of those unnecessary medical treatments. People are like, well, it's her mom's fault. Her mama could have been in jail. The trial could have been her mother, not these people almost taking her mama head off. So, nah, you're not about to tell me that Gypsy is Gypsy shouldn't have did no time in jail. Gypsy should still be in jail. She should still be locked up with her boyfriend. He shouldn't have took no bigger of a hit than she did. Because she was the one that told him to do it. Girl, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my popcorn. It's cold here in the Bay Area. Let me see, did it finally get up to 50 degrees? Because the last time I checked, it was like in the 40s. That's cold for us. No, it's 51 now. But um it's going to drop down into the 40s at 7 o'clock. The 40s is cold for us. Tomorrow it's going to be 37 degrees. That is cold for California. That is cold for us. So it's cold. The only thing I'm going to do today, I'm going to go outside. And did it rain yesterday? No. But I am going to go outside and check on my plants and make sure that they are not too wet. When you move from one area of the Bay Area to another, even though it's the Bay Area, your plants grow different. Because where we used to live was more inland and it was drier. Where we are now is closer to the water, so it's wetter. And the succulents and cactus don't really grow as well as they did where it was dry. And I'm not happy. Because I'm used to my succulents and cactus just flourishing. Just, living their best life. And since we moved out here, it seemed like they struggling. Because during this time of year, they stay too wet. In the summer, they're okay because, they're getting a lot of sun and they're not getting as much moisture. But this time of year, it's like they struggling. And I'm not happy because I don't want to lose none of my babies. I be getting attached to my plants. And I be out there. My anxiety be on 10. And I swear my husband be like, sweetheart, if you lose one, I will buy you another one. I don't want you to be stressing out over these plants. But I can't help it. I be stressed out. Shit. I be stressed. I don't want to lose my plants. Oh, my dog don't eat no Purina. My dog don't eat Purina. My dog ain't never ate no dog child. My dog eat what's that stuff he eat? It ain't Purina. Hey Naya. Cheryl is walking on the dark side and she don't see it. She brought this mess to YouTube. Purina making dogs sick. They just made. Look. Let me make sure this ain't owned by Purina. This is what Gizmo eat. I don't think this is owned by Purina. This is distributed by Mars. Mars Pet Care. This not a Purina product. This the only thing he'll eat. Filet mignon and porterhouse steak. Oh, finicky ass dog. And you see the little dog on here? This probably why he liked this. Because the little dog on here look like him. But I think that's a Scottish terrier. And Gizmo is a little terrier too. I be telling him that's his cousin on there. Yeah, Gizmo ain't sick. Yeah, but which Purina product is it? I'll Google it, child. But he not sick though. Is it Purina? Is it Purina? Oh, wait a minute. It says, please beware of online rumors claiming there are issues with Purina products. These false statements may be creating unnecessary stress for pet parents. There are no health or safety issues with any of our products, and they can continue to be fed with confidence. So it says Purina denies TikTok rumors alleging safety issues. But yeah, he don't eat Purina though. Weight loss, drooling, vomiting, loss of appetite. No, he ain't having none of that. He definitely have an appetite. But he been eating the Caesars, little Caesars for a while. Because y'all know that Gizmo is a senior dog and he grew up all his life eating hard food, but he got to a point where he stopped eating the kibble. And the vet said that it could be too much for his teeth. Um, he checked his teeth and he said his teeth looked okay for his age. His teeth look age appropriate, the vet said. But the vet also said sometimes senior dogs get to a point where they don't want kibble no more. They just don't want to be doing all that crunching. And he stopped eating his kibble. And so we started giving him soft food. And he loved this Caesar stuff. So that's all he eat right now. Is that. Yeah, I mean, if he was eating that, I probably would take him off. Because I don't want my baby to, you know, I don't want him to be sick. Plus, they had the Gizmo has allergies, and they say a lot of all white dogs have very serious allergies. It's just part of, you know, the it's not part of the breed because it's across the board with all white dogs. They have like skin allergies and stuff. So he has allergies, and the doctor had asked us to limit his chicken and limit food that chicken is the first ingredient. So we moved him to beef. And he's been doing okay. I mean, he still got spots where his little hair will fall out and stuff, but he been like that all his life. And even on medication, it'll clear up for a little while, but they don't like to keep your dogs on steroids for long periods of time. Like, that's not healthy. While he's on steroids, his allergies will clear up, but as soon as he stops taking it, the little spots will come back. So I ain't worried about it. No, I don't bring them in the house because um most succulents, when you bring them in the house, even if you keep them in a sunny facing window, it's not enough sun for them. They Succulents and cactus do better outside. And since we live in California, we have a climate where they can stay outside year round because we don't get any snow. They don't do They function in the house. You can bring them in, but they don't do well in the house. They start to elongate because they're reaching for more sun. Even if you put them in a sunny facing window, they're not you don't get the UV rays and all of the stuff that you get in the house that you get outside, even if your plant is in the window. So they don't do as well indoors as they do outside. Even when we lived in Oakland, I tried to grow my aloe plant in the house, and it didn't do well. They just do better outside. But out here, it seems to stay like the plants when it rains, it stay wet longer because we're so close to the water. I want a Yorkie, but my husband is like, he don't want two dogs. He thinks Gizmo is enough to deal with. Like, he don't want to deal with two dogs. And I think we would do good with two dogs, but he don't want to get another dog right now. So we only got Gizmo. I mean, it's California, so you really don't have to bring your plants in. It ain't gonna snow. And where we live in the Bay Area, it don't frost over that often. And even when it did, like when it does frost over, I've never had problems with my plants. Like, they've never died from the frost. Now, if they say it's going to drop down into the low 20s, I think 25 is as low as the temperature have gotten here in the Bay Area. And I didn't cover the plants then. I didn't go out and cover them. But if it drops any lower than 25, I'll cover them with a sheet or something to try to keep the frost off of them. Yeah, I mean, in the desert it's different, but we live really close to the water. We live close to the bay. Like, the bay is around the corner from where we live. We're that close to the bay. Like, you can see the bay from our backyard. So we get more water in the air. Like, the air just is wetter, and the plants just stay wet this time of year. I heard California get hit hard. Well, what? We ain't getting hit hard with the rain. It rained 2 days, and I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Get hit hard with what, girl? We don't be getting with nothing. Not here. Not here in the Bay Area. Like, California is huge. There are different parts of California, like there are other areas. It just depends on what part of California. Yeah, not where we live though. Not in the Bay Area. The Bay Area, it is very rare that the temperature will 25 is the coldest that I can remember that it's been in the Bay Area. And it only does that at night. Like we will never see a 25 during the day. It not in the Bay Area. Maybe other places of California. Because a friend of mine was telling me that it thunders and lightning a lot in Southern California. It don't do that here in the Bay Area. We're in Northern California. It don't do that here. It is very, very rare. If it thunder and lightning out here, like I'm surprised. It just don't do it here because of, they say, because of the way the Bay Area is situated and we're surrounded by water. We don't get those kind of storms. When we do, it's sometimes electrical storms, and there will be a lot of lightning, but there won't be thunder. They don't come together. And when we do get thunder and lightning, the storms move because we're by the bay. It's windy, and the wind will blow those storms through here real quick. So it may thunder 3 times, and the wind and blew the storm on to the next county. So yeah, we don't get a lot here. We don't get hit here in the Bay Area. Now, going towards Nevada, when you're going towards Reno and Truckee, I think you get to Truckee before you get to Reno. That part of California, because that's right on the border of where the snow is starting, they get cold. But here in the Bay Area, in the San Francisco Bay Area, we don't get hit that hard. I own two puff jackets. And the only reason why I own two is because I purchased one from Old Navy and it didn't have a hood. So I ended up buying another one from Walmart that had a hood on it. That's the only reason why I own two puff coats. That's my whole winter gear. Two puff coats, my Ugg boots, a pair of gloves, and a few scarves. That's it. And me and my husband was laughing yesterday. We had went out and he was like, "Oh, you wearing your little uh because I bought some Uggs with some, not Uggs, some Crocs with some fur in them." And he was like, "Oh, you wearing your little Crocs, huh? Because you only get to wear them for a little while. Because it's only going to be cold until April. April is going to start to warm up." So we only get a couple of um well, where we live, we only get a couple of months of, kind of chilly weather. And then it will start to warm up again. Now, if you in the California mountains, it's probably cold up there because some of the mountains up the higher elevation. That sounds like a fighter jet. That sounds like one of the Blue Angels or something. And I didn't realize how close we live to Travis Air Force Base. So sometimes when I be hearing like fighter jets and stuff like that, they probably on their way to Travis. Yesterday last night we went out for a ride and almost ended up on Travis Air Force Base. My husband was like, "Let me turn around before we end up on this damn base." But yeah, we do live really close to um, an Air Force base, but that sounds like a fighter jet because at I used to work for the federal government. I used to work for a Naval Air Station, and you would hear that all day, every day, because they were always training. So that was all I really wanted to talk about, y'all. I have been watching, and I know I'm so late to the party because I just started watching this. I'm on season 1 of Queen Sugar. So I've been watching that. That's all I really been watching. Like I've been watching Queen Sugar, and then when I get, watch 4 or 5 episodes of Queen Sugar, I will go back to um I'll go back to YouTube. And let me say this. Sometimes God will put something on your heart, or God will show you something, and the devil will try his best to jump in the situation. So I was looking at one of Connection's videos, and she had posted her Amazon wish list. And I said, let me go on here and look and see what this woman had put on her Amazon wish list. And the devil in me got to kikiing and cackling, at the stuff that was on her list. And the Lord had to shake me up and say, "So you really gonna sit here and laugh because you have all these things and this other person doesn't?" And it kind of shook my spirit. It really did. It kind of shook my spirit because I was like, a lot of the things that she is asking for, I am blessed to already have. You know, I can walk into my medicine cabinet and pull out Advil. I have deodorant, I have body wash. And here's a person who is asking for these things. And for me to consider myself a lover of Christ and laugh at somebody who is less fortunate than I am is a problem. And the Lord was like, if you can't pray for this person, if you can't get nothing off of her wish list, the least you could do is pray that the person receives the things that are on the list. Because one day it could be you. It's not me right now. And I thank God for that. But one day it could be. And so I'm telling my subscribers, I know this woman don't like me, but I'm telling my subscribers that she has an Amazon wish list. And if you feel like being helpful, if you have a giving spirit, to go on over there and buy her some deodorant or a body wash or, whatever it is that she needs. Because I'm grateful that I don't need it. And I'm grateful that when there were times when I did need, somebody stepped in. You know, there was a time when I was a single parent with 2 kids. I will never forget. I was a single parent with 2 kids, and I was talking to this guy that I worked with, and I was telling him that, me and my kids had just moved into an apartment, and like we didn't, like we just moved. So I didn't have a whole lot of stuff. We had just moved in. And he was like, "How old are your kids?" And I told him, and he was like, "I got 2 kids that age." I was like, "Oh, really?" "Yeah, 2 boys." And I had 2 boys. And he was like, um, "My wife be buying my kids stuff that still got the tags on it, and they haven't worn it." And he was like, "Can I, bring your kids some stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I'm thinking he just saying that shit. He ain't gonna bring my kids no stuff. And the next day he was like, "What's your address?" Because he knew I didn't have a car. I didn't have a car at the time. And he was like, "What's your address? I'm gonna drop the stuff by your house." I gave him my address. Do you know that dude came to my house with 3 huge trash bags full of clothes? Full of clothes. Half of the stuff still had the tags on it. His kids had never even worn it. And the other stuff that was worn was, gently used. They hadn't worn it that much. Coats, pajamas, jeans, shirts. To the point where I ain't had to buy my kids no clothes for a minute. That's how God has blessed me. I mean, when I need, even not even asking, God has still provided. So when I see somebody asking, who am I to laugh at their situation? So if you guys, see her wish list, go on there and get her something. Now I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna be nice, cause the Lord done already convicted me. He done already convicted me once. So let me keep my mouth. Let me be nice. I'm trying to be nice, so I'm gonna be nice, cause he done already convicted me once. He was like, "If you don't keep your mouth shut, how dare you? The situations that you done been through. How dare you sit up here and laugh at somebody else?" As many times as I done bailed your little ass out of situations. But sometimes the devil will step in, like none of us are perfect. We are all living a very human experience. We're not living a spiritual experience. We're living a human experience. We're human. We're not spirit beings yet. So we're going to, we gonna be human. We can't be nothing but human. So if I cut up sometime, charge it to my head and not my heart because I am human. And there are gonna be some times when I cut up. And God may convict me and reel me back in, but I'm human. But Sheba said I'm on the East Coast, low temps in the 20s all week. Girl, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't do it. This about to be us. 30s, 40s, 40s, 30s. So we got rain tomorrow, Wednesday, and Saturday. But usually, when it rains here, it's not like pouring down rain. It's just rain. We got wind gusts up to 5 miles an hour. That's not a lot. It ain't gonna do no whole lot of raining. So that's it, y'all. I'm getting ready to. What time is it? 1 o'clock. I'm going to feed Gizmo and go outside and check on my plants. I'm going to try to watch the rest of this Eat with Q video and see what, because I haven't finished her response yet, because I can't take that in when I'm eating my breakfast. I have to, when I'm eating my breakfast, I have to watch like funny videos. So I'm going to try to watch the rest of her video so I can see what she's saying, because I've watched the majority of Cheryl's videos. So I'm going to try to watch Eat with Q. My husband and his dad are in here talking about football. They kill me. They both armchair quarterbacks. After the football games, they always got to talk about what went on yesterday. Okay. I thought I heard Gizmo barking. That is him. Okay, y'all. So I will see you guys later. We will talk tomorrow. If something else interesting happens, then I'll probably do another video. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being here. I love you. Bye.